I want to welcome you to AMG Entertainment Conversations. I am your host, Yaya Diamond, and I am so excited to have this next guest on the show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Okay, so AMG Entertainment Conversations, you can get us on YouTube, you can get us on Roku, Vimeo, and also on Facebook, AMG Entertainment. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have an amazing just artist today, and I want him to tell us first of all, before we say his name, how he got into the entertainment industry.
First of all, I got into the entertainment business a long time ago. Through a friend of mine back then, DJ Quick. Most of you probably know who DJ Quick is. His manager actually approached me and asked me if I had a demo tape, and
Ooh.
I did. And back then, everybody had a demo tape. So,
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, I got a call, and I was signing to Def Jam Records. So.
Oh my gosh. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Shug Jackson. I'm telling you, Shug, I'm not going to say too much. All I'm going to say is I was jamming to the music back in the day. Okay. I am not young. Okay. So we're just going to keep it that way. But amazing music. So you signed to Def Jam. What was that like for you?
Oh, wow, it was like a dream come true. I mean, I used to dream about being on Def Jam. I mean, back then, Def Jam thing, everybody wanted to be on Def Jam. So, um, it was like a dream come true. It was amazing. So, and LL Cool J at that time was one of my favorite artists. So I got to meet him when I first walked in the building. So it was amazing.
Awesome. Now, let me ask you. Okay, so I know that the questions can really be like simple, but this was an exciting moment for you.
Right.
I mean, when you went in and you saw all these people, the people that you idolize, the people that, I mean, that the
Yeah.
reason why you got involved in the game in the first place, did you
Right.
freak out just a little bit?
I did, but I had to keep it under wraps. You know what I mean? I was excited, but I was more eager to kind of learn
Mm-hmm.
people. You know what I mean? And I always had the mindset that this is going to be a business, Shug. This is going to be a business. So not just music. So I always had that mindset, and so I had to keep all the other stuff kind of under wraps. You know what I mean? Don't get
Yeah.
too excited. But I was very excited. Yeah.
There was so many different things going on in that time too. There was your signing, there was a bunch of different things going on. How did you overcome all the obstacles that have presented themselves to you during the time that you were assigned with Def Jam?
I think having a strong background as far as family goes, the way I was raised, um, that every day you wake up, life is not going to be easy. And you got to just keep going, because if it was easy, my dad used to always say, if life was easy, it would be written on your birth certificate.
Hello. I like
So,
that.
yeah, so I kind of knew. And then not only that, I was the first um, rap artist from Arizona to sign a major record deal.
Mm,
And I was the first West Coast act on Def Jam, which was an East Coast
right.
label. So
Mm-hmm.
all of those obstacles was in front of me, but I'm the type of dude, I love a challenge. And so I just kind of looked at it like that, you know what I mean? And if it was easy, I wouldn't have appreciated it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
It
know,
was
rough,
it was tough.
yeah,
Was
it
it
was tough.
harder? Was it harder than you expected it to be?
Yes and no. And the yes part is it was harder because at that time, I don't think Def Jam kind of knew how to promote West Coast acts because they were so predominantly East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And the no part was it was, at the end of the day, it was just music. It was just about making good music. And if you
Yeah.
make good music, you know, you're gonna find your lane and people gonna find you. So I think it all kind of coexists. So.
So let's get down to the first release that you had. Tell me about that, and were there any hiccups during that time?
Yeah, my first single was called Western Hills Funk, and it was a song that both I and Def Jam agreed, and they loved the song, but they wanted me to shoot the video in Los Angeles. And I kept telling them I'm from Arizona, my neighborhood is in Arizona, and I wanted to do the video in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So it was we went through this whole big thing, and we ended up finally shooting the video in Arizona. But so that was pretty much probably the hiccup, you know, or me opening up magazines and them saying I was from Los Angeles when I was from Arizona. I didn't like that part, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, I kind of learned that it was just a business, but I'm also one of those people that I'm not going to go home and face my people and let them think that I'm saying I'm from Los Angeles when I'm from right there with it. So we kind of got into it about that. Everything got straightened out. So.
It did. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, okay, so family. You got your first album out there. When you know, when did you decide, or did you decide that you wanted a family of your own, and how did that happen for you?
Yeah, it's interesting you asked that question, but it kind of just happened. The thing was, you know, being out there on the road as a young artist, you know, you meet, there's women everywhere. There's there's temptation everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But my older brother, he had kids already. One of my sisters, she had a son, and then a lot of my friends already had kids. And I never forget, we were in Chicago on tour, and everybody else was downstairs in the party, the after party.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and Too Short at the time came up to the room looking for a bottle of Hennessy. And I was sitting on the bed, the edge of the bed, and tears were rolling down my face. I didn't realize I had tears rolling down my face, but my brother asked me, he said, "What's wrong, man?" I said, "Man, I'm lonely."
Oh.
And he said, "Lonely?" He said, with all these women down here wanting you?" I said, "Man, I'm past that." I said, "It's time for me to find out." And I think that was the first time that I realized that being out there on the road around all the screaming fans, and then you come home to this big empty house, only feel. So I think that was the first time I think I really wanted a family.
Wow. Well, that's serious. I mean, to be surrounded by so many different people and yet still be alone.
Right.
Okay, so you figured that out, but after that day, how did it all kind of come into play for you?
Actually, I got back home, and we were shooting another music video, and a friend of mine was dating this one girl, and he had came back to my apartment. He was talking about how beautiful her sister was. Without ever seeing her, I looked at him and I said, "I'm gonna get her." and that woman and I were together for 10 years.
Wow.
And had our first child. And I think that was the great man above that kind of drove that ship. So I think that's how that happened.
Wow.
You know.
Now, did you ever suffer depression, or, you know, because I've talked to certain artists and I know about the road. The road is a very crowded, lonely place.
Yeah.
So did you ever suffer depression, or were you ever in a state where you just felt overwhelmed?
No, I don't think I ever suffered depression because, first of all, I had my brothers out there with me.
Okay, gotcha.
We would always talk like the way we were raised. And I was always, you know, I started getting to the point to where I wasn't afraid to say what was on my mind. Instead of holding it in, I would just say it.
Yeah.
And I told my brother way back then, I was in my 20s, and I told him, I said, "Man, why hide what God already knows? And he looked at me kind of funny, and I was like, man, well, God already knows it. Why am I hiding from these people? So I think that mentality kind of kept me from falling into depression, because I've seen a lot of artists do. You know, they go into depression. You can be surrounded by, like you said, you can be surrounded by millions of people, but still be lonely.
Oh yeah.
So I think, like I said, and that's why I had a strong upbringing as far as family goes. So I think that kind of kept me from falling
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. To have your family out there with you, that's big. That's big.
Yeah.
Because my mom took me on the road with her back in the 80s when she was really big in Europe and stuff. And I toured all over the world with her. And she always had me. So she told me I kept her pretty busy.
Right.
Because I was little. So she was like, you kept me really busy. I didn't have time to think about depression. So, but definitely, it does happen. It does really happen. And so, what kind of advice do you have for those new artists coming up? And you know, Def Jam Records is still a record label. Still, people want to be on it today.
Oh yeah. But my advice for them is to first stay grounded, stay true to you, because there's gonna be people pulling you and tugging you every direction. Once you lose sight of you, then everything else is able to filter in. You know what I mean? So you got to just stay grounded, and all that, keep God number one.
Yeah.
I mean, I really encourage that. And the reason why I say that is because I've seen many artists, they become these characters, this image, and you lose sight of who you are. And once you become the image, and every time you walk outside that door, now you got to live up to this image. And as soon as that character, nobody wants to see that character anymore, that's when everything else is able to filter in. Depression, the suicidal thoughts. You know, I've seen it all. You know what I mean? So I would strongly encourage that. And keep good people around you.
Yeah.
You know.
It's very important to do that. Definitely. Okay, so we're moving forward, and you know, you're still in the music industry. Tell me about what you're doing now.
Well, working on new music. I got music out there, but working on a new album that should be out this summertime, and it's called The Takeover. It's gonna be real hot. I'm in a movie called Renegades, starring Danny Trejo. Yeah, that'll be coming out pretty soon.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And then a couple other movies. One called Zombie Room that's start production pretty soon. Then another one called Run from the Undercovers that start production in summertime.
Hey, hello. I'll tell you what. You know, it's so cool to see people that we started so long ago and we're still doing it.
Right.
That longevity. What kept you here? Did you decide that you just wanted to stay? Were there times where you just wanted to jump out?
Well, there were times I did take a break. But there was an old guy in Los Angeles that one time he saw me in this little diner there, and I hadn't seen him for years. And at that time, I was not even thinking about music or anything. He walked in and he saw me and he said, his first words to me were, "Shug, the world needs your voice." And I looked at him and I said, "The world needs my voice." He said, "Yeah, your powerful voice, the one that God gave you." And that kind of triggered something into me, because he did give me this voice to use. So that kind of inspired me to get back into it. And all of that, like I said, is as long as you got something good to say or something that's going to make people laugh, cry, feel good, or whatever, it exists in this business, in any business. You know what I mean? And it's not over till your clock is punched. So
yeah, definitely.
Everybody look at the music industry, especially the rap game, as like a young man's game or young woman's game. I never understood that, and I never will understand that. As long as you make good music, people gonna find it.
That's right. That's right. What was your favorite collaboration that you did? And in the future, on your new project, do you have any collaborations that you like the most?
I don't have any course right now on the new one. But on the old one, uh, um, I did a song with AMG. I don't know if you
Mm.
remember. We did a song together called "The Party Don't Start." I really have fun. AMG is a fun dude to be around. I really have fun with that one. On 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 this new project, I really want to get Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, yeah. I really am driven to do that. So I think that would be probably my favorite.
So, Axel, if you're watching this interview, give him a call, okay?
Yeah,
I think that would
exactly.
be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see if we can get this
Yeah,
to Axel. Let's see if we can get this. Axel, hey,
yeah.
hi. Shug here. Shug's right.
Right.
There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
Shout out to me,
Right
X.
there he is. Contact him. That would be
Right.
so cool. I think that would cross over. That would
Oh
be
yeah.
amazing.
Oh
So,
yeah.
with everything said and done, your music industry, your music, you're in the music industry, your family. Um, if you had to say it in one word, your life, and I know this is kind of tough, what would that one word be?
Blessed. The
I
one word,
agree.
blessed. I
I
mean,
agree.
I don't think it gets any better than that. So, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
blessed. Blessed for family. Blessed for to be able to still be doing music. Um, Blessed to be breathing. So,
Hey.
you know.
Hallelujah. I'm telling you what, I know what you mean. I, I got the nose stuffed up, but I'm breathing. I'm still pushing it in and out. I'm still doing
That's
it.
right. That's right. So that would be my one word for that.
Definitely. And I just have one more thing, and I really truly believe that, when we're talking about the music industry or any industry, really, it is a business.
Yeah.
And it comes down to your sustainability.
Right.
What has sustained you as a person in the music industry for this long? And have there been any questions that you wanted people to ask that no one's ever asked you? Because I know I'm like, okay, what would that question be?
Okay. This as far as the sustainability goes, just driven to touch people through words. You know what I mean? I'm really driven to do that because I know that first of all, I have a deep voice and a powerful voice. I've been told that all my life. And I know that words can touch people, heal people in ways that medicine can't.
Yeah.
So I'm driven in that way for that. As far as a question that somebody, oh wow, that's a great question there. Wow, that has never been asked. I don't know. That's a great question. Probably by what inspires me, what makes me tick. Probably, I don't know.
Okay.
It's
So
never been
what
a
what
question.
makes you tick then?
What makes me tick? My children, first of all, um, wanting to lay a foundation for them, um, and that I've always had this thing where, like, if I see it, if I'm driving down the street and I see, a woman pushing her baby in a stroller, why is she pushing her baby in a stroller? Where's the daddy?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Or why is this homeless person um, over here asking for money when the United States has all this money? So I'm so driven to build homeless shelters, build youth centers to help get people off the streets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's my mission. People always ask me, why am I driven to be famous? You know what I mean? Not driven to be famous, but I think fame kind of gives you a little better avenue to bring people in to help you do that type of stuff. So that would probably be the driving force behind that.
Awesome.
I cringe when I see that type of stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. I feel you. Yeah, this past week I did. They do have some tiny homes that are going up for the homeless now.
Great.
Some communities going up, at least down here in Southwest Florida where I live. And it's not really where I live, but out in the country, like in the middle of Florida, they're building tiny homes. I believe they're starting on their first one they start on their first one Monday.
Oh, great.
So yeah, it's little by little, but it's people doing it. It's not the government.
Exactly. But we can all make a difference. You know what I mean? Those people that are doing that are I salute them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Well, Shug, I want to thank you, man. This has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Where can people find you? Where can they find your music?
They can find me on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, everything. Every music platform, I'm on there. They can follow me on Twitter at Shug Music. At Shug Jackson, excuse me. On IG at Shug Music. And on Facebook.com/Shug Jackson.
Awesome.
And Shug spelled SHUG.
That's right.
So they
right. Yeah. Well, thank you again so much, Shug. Don't go anywhere, okay? But you guys got to leave because we got more episodes that you have to be watching here at AMG Entertainment Conversations. So we'll see you next time. And this has been wonderful. We're going to have all of Shug's information in the description box below. So don't hesitate to click on it. It'll take you straight there, guys. And until next time, bye.